Hello everyone. Look at this headlight. It looks terrible and significantly reduces visibility at night. No matter how much I wipe it, that foggy appearance just won't go away, seriously impacting visibility and the car's overall look. But don't worry, I have a solution. I'm taking a couple of used batteries. These typically have a carbon rod inside, which is exactly what we need for this project. I'm going to use a pair of pliers to carefully peel off the blue plastic casing from this battery. This part requires a bit of patience, but it's worth it for what we're about to create. Then, I'm using a utility knife to remove its outer wrapper. We need to be careful to expose the inner core safely, which contains a crucial component for our restoration paste. Next, I'm using a pair of pliers to carefully extract the inner black carbon rod from the battery. I'm cleaning off any excess material from the carbon rod with a paper towel. It needs to be relatively clean for the next step. Next, I'm attaching the carbon rod to my drill. This is going to help me turn the rod into a fine powder. I'll then use sandpaper, running the drill against it, to grind the carbon rod down. The goal is to collect as much of this fine black carbon powder as possible, as it's a key ingredient for our cleaning paste due to its abrasive properties. I'm carefully collecting all that finely ground graphite powder onto a piece of paper. I'm now carefully transferring all of that collected black powder into a metal cup. You want to make sure you get as much of it as possible. Now for the other ingredients. I'm adding a generous amount of regular toothpaste to the carbon powder in the cup. Toothpaste is a mild abrasive that can help gently polish surfaces. Then I'll pour in some white vinegar. Vinegar is an excellent cleaning agent, and its acidity will help break down the oxidation on the headlight. The vinegar will react with the toothpaste and carbon to create an even more effective cleaning and polishing compound. I'm mixing it thoroughly with a small brush until it forms a consistent paste. I want to make sure it forms a consistent, somewhat thick paste that will be easy to apply. This is our homemade headlight restoring concoction. Now back to our foggy headlight. To demonstrate the effectiveness, I'm placing a strip of masking tape down the middle. This way we can clearly see the before and after comparison. You can still see how oxidized the surface is. I'm placing the headlight on a tray to catch any runoff as I work. Using the toothbrush, I'm applying a generous layer of our homemade paste onto one half of the headlight. I'm making sure to cover the entire surface evenly. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any interesting ideas coming soon. We'll let this sit for a moment to allow the ingredients to work. Here I prepare 3 sheets of sandpaper with different grits. Next, I'm cutting them into smaller pieces for easier handling. Now for the rigorous part, sanding. I'm using the sandpaper P600 grit to really work that paste into the headlight surface. This step is crucial for removing the stubborn layers of oxidation and microscopic scratches that cause the fogginess. I'm sanding the headlight in circular motions. The coarse grit helps to remove the heavily oxidized and yellowed layers. This process is essentially resurfacing the plastic lens. I'm spraying a bit of water to keep the surface wet and clean off the residue, then continuing to sand with the wet sandpaper. This helps to further refine the surface and remove any lingering haze. The key is consistent, even pressure and thorough rinsing. After the initial sanding, I'm rinsing the headlight with water to remove the sanding residue. I'll apply the paste evenly to one side of the headlight using a toothbrush, ensuring good coverage. Now, I'm moving to a finer grit sandpaper. This step is important to smooth out the scratches left by the coarser paper and prepare the surface for a clearer finish. We're slowly but surely buffing out all the imperfections. This is a manual process that requires dedication to get the desired clarity. I'm repeating the sanding process, making sure to cover the entire treated area, aiming for an even, frosted appearance. I'm rinsing the headlight again, ensuring all the sanding particles are gone. Then, I'm applying another layer of our special paste. Leave a comment and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect and chat from all over the world. This time, I'm using an even finer grit sandpaper, continuing to work in circular motions. One more round of careful sanding over the applied solution, making sure to hit every spot evenly. This brings out the maximum clarity. The goal here is to achieve an extremely smooth surface, removing any remaining imperfections and haze. Patience is key in these sanding stages to get a truly professional result. Once all the sanding is complete, I'm thoroughly rinsing the headlight one last time with water and then carefully drying it. After that, I'm using a soft microfiber cloth to polish the sanded area. This helps to buff out any final micro scratches and enhance the clarity before the next exciting step. Now for the secret weapon. I'm pouring this special blue Headlight restoration liquid into my metal cup. This liquid is designed to create a protective vapor. I'm attaching the specialized nozzle, which directs the vapor precisely where it needs to go, then connecting the power adapter. Once plugged in, the fluid will heat up and produce a restorative vapor. Watch closely as the fog instantly disappears, leaving behind a perfectly clear, like new finish. I'm carefully guiding the vapor from the applicator over the dull, oxidized surface of the headlight. As the vapor touches the headlight, you can instantly see the haziness disappear, revealing a perfectly clear, factory-like finish. This process not only restores the clarity but also creates a protective layer, sealing the headlight from future oxidation and damage. I'm moving slowly and evenly to ensure uniform coverage. This is truly amazing technology. Look at the difference. The difference is absolutely astounding. On one side, you still see the cloudy, yellowed plastic, and on the other, a perfectly transparent, brand new looking headlight. A fully restored headlight, shining bright and clear. I hope you enjoyed learning this technique. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more amazing DIY content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.